Hello, everybody. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. You know what time it is? It is 1 p.m. It is time for English home language, grade 7. You are all welcome. This is lesson number 4. Yeah, wow. Time flies, eh? So, yes, this is lesson number 4. Lesson number 4. English grade 7 home language. I am still your presenter, Jikimi, your teacher, your educator. There's my Twitter handle right there. Yeah. Okay, without wasting time, let's get on with the lesson of the day. So in the lesson of today, we'll be revising and applying the reading process, and we will read a newspaper article for comprehension, and we will also answer questions about a newspaper article. Yes. Remember, yesterday we learned about the key features of a newspaper article, the headline, the byline, the introduction, the body, the quotes, as well as the photograph and caption. Okay, so in the previous lesson yesterday, in lesson number 3, this is what we have learned, and this is where we really have to start, to know the key features of a newspaper article. Not only that, we also went on to identify them from an article. Yes, we did an activity together where there was an article where we had to identify each of these 6 key features of a newspaper article. Not only that, I also give you a homework activity saying that you should look up um, the news websites. Okay, just look for any article which may interest you there and see if you can be able to identify all these key features on a newspaper article, right? I hope you did that. So that you can be better prepared for the lesson of today. Okay. Yes. So remember what I said, that in this lesson we are going to revise the reading process. We are going to read the newspaper article for the for comprehension. Yes. Remember we said we do not just read for the sake of reading, but we read so that we can get something. Okay. We read so that we can get something. We do not read for the sake of reading, but at the end of our reading we should be able to know what that article we read was all about. And if somebody asks us what we are reading, we should be able to tell them. And it is so important that you at school, you know questions may arise about a newspaper article where you have to read it and you have to answer the questions about a newspaper article. So yes, I am preparing you for that, not only for when you read at school, but also for when you read for yourself. There are some opportunities that if you do not understand what you are reading, then those opportunities may really pass you by, and that will be so sad. Okay, so we do not want that to happen to you. So we are preparing you for the future that which you are dreaming of, for the future that which you want. Okay. Okay, so today's lesson really is packed, so I will not waste time. Let us get on with it so that we will be able to finish everything that this lesson has today, right? So we don't have to carry anything over to the next lesson, right? So remember the reading process, okay? And I'm going to go through the reading process as we are going to go through the article in this lesson. Right, the step 1 of the reading process is pre-reading, right? Remember, with pre-reading, you read the headline of the newspaper article and you look at the picture, right? Not only that, you also scan the first paragraph and then you answer the following questions. What is it? What is this article about? Where did these events happen? When did they happen? And is this article written in paragraphs or columns? So remember, pre-reading, guys. Pre means before. So pre-reading, this is what you do before you actually start to read. Okay. So I said we read the headline of the newspaper article and we look at the picture. Let us go to the article and do that. Okay, there is the picture of the article. right? So what do you see? I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if it's clear enough for you guys, but let me tell you what I see. So what we see here, we see a couple of cars. It is a traffic congestion kind of things. There's a Polo there, a Toyota Corolla, another Toyota Corolla. There's a fourth icon. And we see a lot of people on the queue. Right, we see a lot of people on the queue, and we do not know where the queue starts, and we also do not know where the queue ends. All right, but we can see that on this picture there is a caption. The caption says tough times. Thousands of people queued from Curry's Fountain Sports Ground to apply for 200 learnership jobs with the Metro Police in Durban. Then photo Puri Devji of Daily News. Okay, so you remember from yesterday's lesson, you will see that there is the photograph, there is the caption of the photograph, and there it also tells us who took this photograph. Okay, then the headline. Okay, that's not the headline. That is the byline telling us about the author. So okay, let me look at the headline. This is the headline. I had to zoom it out because it was blurry. So this is the headline. Is 200 jobs, thousands apply. Okay, so that is what we do, guys, during pre-reading. Okay, where we read the headline and we also look at the picture. So that is what we did. Okay, we did that and we also got the picture. So from okay, after that we scanned the first paragraph and we answered the following questions. What is this? Okay, let us scan the first paragraph. Okay, so this is what the article looks like, but because of how blurry it is, I had to retype it again, and this is what we have after retyping it. It's better, right? All of us can see it. So there is the first paragraph. It says thousands of people queued from Curry's Fountain Sports Ground all the way up John Zikali, Sydenham Road in Durban this morning to apply for 200 learnership jobs with the Metropolis. Okay, so that, guys, is our introduction. Okay, so I just read the first paragraph, which is our introduction. And from there, we can answer the following questions. What is this article about? So by reading this introduction, we know that this article is about what happened at Kerry's sports ground when people were queuing for the 200 learnership jobs which were offered. When did these events happen? We saw the date there is September. Yes, so it's September 9, 2009. When did it happen? Yes, it's September 9, 2009. Where did it happen? This happened at it happened at Kerry's Fountain Sports Ground, which is in Durban, right? Yes. Then is this article written in paragraphs or columns? Let's see. So this is how it looked like originally. So you can see that it is written in columns. All right. So yes, that, guys, was our pre-reading. Okay. So you will see how important pre-reading is, because pre-reading, it helps to give us a foundation or a background of this newspaper article. So you can really think of pre-reading as when you want to watch a movie on TV, then you press the info button to read about what that movie is all about. Okay. So since you don't know the movie, that info will say something to you about the plot of the movie. So by seeing that info, at least you will have certain expectations about the movie. You would have some little bit of knowledge about the movie, and that knowledge becomes your background, that which you work with. So that background is the background that you use to build upon when you watch the movie. So what that helps you with is that you will be more interested in the movie. The movie will be more interesting because you will have had your own ideas about how the movie will go. So you will watch the movie because you'll be interested to know what happens, and you'll be interested to see if what you think will happen. Yeah. So even with reading, pre-reading really does that for you. It really helps you to be engaged. It helps you to be curious and to be interested about. It also helps you to be interested about what the article will be all about. Okay, so remember to do it. Okay, do it. Because this thing is like, if somebody wants to teach you about a supercomputer, and you do not know what a supercomputer is, and you do not know what the supercomputer does, chances are, if I want to teach you about those, then you will be confused. You will not understand because you do not have any background knowledge about the supercomputer, right? But if I tell you something, but if I give you a little bit of a background knowledge, then at least you'll have a foundation that which you can be able to build on, so that you can understand what I'm going to teach you about the supercomputer, right? So it is the same also with newspaper article, with anything you read, actually. That when you do your pre-reading, what you are doing is that you are developing some background knowledge that which you can use when you actually read, so that you will not be confused, you will not be lost, and that really maximizes your chances of understanding what you are reading the first time you read it. Okay, because it is very easy to understand something which talks about something you already know, right? But if it talks about something you do not know, then it really becomes a challenge, right? Okay, then we have step two. Step two is reading. That is when we actually read now. So in step two, you look out for the main ideas in the text as you read. Okay. And don't worry if you do not understand every word you read at first, right? So what does this mean? This means that, and okay, it really is not a reflection of your abilities or your intelligence, guys. Chances are when you read something the first time, you may not understand all of it, simply because there may be some details that which you may have missed. Okay, it is like watching a movie, guys. If you watch a movie for the first time, you will understand the movie, you will enjoy the movie, right? Okay, good. But if you watch that movie the second time, you will realize that, oh, the first time when I watched this movie, I didn't see this scene where these people are running away. Oh, the first time when I was watching this movie, I didn't see this, I didn't see that, I didn't see this, I didn't see that. I didn't understand why this happened. I didn't understand why that didn't happen. So it is also the same with reading, that usually you'll have to read two times. Okay, yeah. So that if it happens, because usually you will have missed something the first time when you read. So the second time when you read, whatever you missed the first time, you will be able to capture it. And that is what we do during reading. So reread the article and try to work out the meaning of new words from the context and other cues such as punctuation and pictures. Right, so you read the text so that you can understand what it's about, so you can get the meaning or the information that which is communicated in that article. Okay, so remember, guys, if you have a question, please, the chat is open, and as soon as I see your question appear, then I will get back to it. Okay, there's a question from Megan. Megan says, "Sir, books are better because they have more detail than the movie." Yes, Megan. Yeah, I really do agree with you. I prefer to read than to watch a movie. Yes, Megan, that's good. That's good. Thank you so much for such a wonderful comment. So yes, books are better because they really have more detail than the movie, and books are more fun. You really get to use your own imagination. You really get to use your own imagination to interpret things in a way that which will make sense to you. Okay. It is not always in a movie that things are shown in a way which will really make sense to us. Thank you so much, Megan. That's a very excellent comment. All right, so we are going to read now. So this is the caption: 200 jobs, thousands apply. And remember, since the article was not really clear and I didn't want to hurt your eyes, I had to retype it so that it becomes more clearer. Right. So, okay, can we all read together, guys? There are 10 paragraphs in this, and since there are some of you who are part of the class, I would like to ask you, please raise your hand, then I give you a chance to read a paragraph. So who can read for us the first paragraph? Remember, guys, there is no one who's going to laugh at you. I mean, the advantage with the online platform is that you can really read, and no one will laugh at you. Even if you are shy, you can read. No one can laugh at you. Even if they do laugh, you won't see it. So it's all good, guys. It's really that good. Okay, can we all read together? Who would like to read the first paragraph for us first? Okay, seems like there is no one who has their hand up, so I will start the reading proceedings. And I hope that as I read, I will inspire you to join me so that I can read. Because, guys, this really is one of those few lessons where you really get to speak. I know that in most lessons, I'm the one who really speaks a lot, but one thing which really excites me about this lesson is that I can give you an opportunity to speak, to read for us. So I'll read the first paragraph as I wait for somebody to raise a hand. Thousands of people queued from Kerry's Fountain Sports Ground all the way up John Zikali Sydenham Road in Durban this morning to apply for 200 leadership jobs with the Metro Police. Okay, let me also read paragraph 2. The job seekers, the majority of them in their early 20s, carried umbrellas, blankets, CVs, and jackets as they traveled from Verulam, KwaMakuta, Tongat, Inanda, Umlazi, and other parts of the eThekwini municipality. Okay, we have a hand from Lefa. Let us give Lefa an opportunity to read for us. Yes, Lefa.
Many were standing in their queue before midnight. Metro Police struggled to control the crowd with people walking in the street and obstructing traffic.
Wow, Lefa, thank you so much. Would you like to read also paragraph number 4? Yes, Lefa, thank you so much for reading. Thank you so much. I so enjoyed your reading so much. I really like to ask you to read paragraph 4 for us, please.
We were expecting a large crowd of applicants and had planned for this event to avoid any chaos, said Joyce Kuzwayo, spokeswoman for Metro Police.
Wow, thank you so much for reading for us, Lefa. Wow, you read so good. You read so good. You read so well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're such an excellent reader. Please do keep it up. Please do keep it up. So yes, we have already read the 4 paragraphs from the 10 we have for this article. Can we have a hand to read for us paragraph number 5? Can somebody raise a hand to read paragraph number 5 for us? Oh, seems like Lefa wants to read again. Okay, I will give Lefa a chance. Yes, Lefa, you want to read again?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay, continue.
The application procedure started today and will continue until Friday, with people between the age of 18 and 30 allowed to apply.
Wow, you read so well. You read so good. Okay, can you go to Okay, thank you so much, Lefa. All right, so can you have somebody to read paragraph 6 for us? Remember, guys, do not be afraid to read. Do not be afraid. There's no one who will laugh at you. I promise I will not laugh at you. I'm not here to make fun of you. But remember, we are here, and this is a school, right? So we are here to learn. And yeah, let us all read together so that we can learn. And you realize that as you read, it really helps you to become a better reader. You know, reading is a skill like any other skill. The more you do it, the more you get better at it. And you realize that this really is the best time for you to read. You know, we are not in class in front of everyone who will laugh at you. Okay, we are here, no one will laugh at you. Even if they do laugh, it's okay because you won't hear anything. All right. Okay, so can anyone raise a hand to read for us paragraph 6? Anyone, and I mean anyone. Okay, I will read paragraph number 6, and please somebody raise your hand for paragraph 7. Okay, paragraph 6. We expect to process all applications by the end of this month and thereafter start the selection procedure based on IQ tests and physical fitness tests, she said. Okay, can someone read paragraph 7 for us? Oh, Lifa again. Everybody, where are you? Okay, Lifa, I see Kia raise a hand. Let us give Kia a chance. I will get back to you, Lifa. Let Kia go first. Yes, Kia, paragraph 7 for us, please.
The interviews will then commence and the successful candidates will undergo full, full training to become Metropolis officers.
Wow, thank you so much, Kia. You also read so good. Wow, you really read so well. I see even Lifa is clapping hands for you in the chat. Wow. Thank you so much, Kia. So, okay, now your paragraph number 8. Would you like to take it, Kia? Kia? Okay, let me unmute Kia. My hand is still up. Okay, let me do this. Okay, I see Kia's hand is still up. Let me try to get her to read paragraph 8 for us. Wow, I'm so impressed with you guys. The way you can. Okay, Kia's gone. All right, Kia just read for us and she disappeared. Oh, okay. Lefa's hand is still up, so we'll give paragraph 8 to Lefa. Yes, Lefa.
Kuzwayo said the trainees will be tested on their knowledge of the Road Traffic Act and criminal law and procedures. The
Okay, wait,
learnership.
Lefa, wait. Okay, remember, Lefa, there is the full stop there, ne? So when you get there, you just stop for a second or two, okay?
Yes,
Yeah, okay, good. Continue.
the learnership are being offered to train people in time for the 2010 World Cup. A fight broke out this morning as some tried to jump the queue.
Wow, Lefa, thank you so much. You read so well. You see, so yes, remember all these punctuation marks. Just think of them as your stop sign, your your traffic lights and stuff like that. You know. So yes, so remember, guys, to really, yeah, you know, to really be cognizant of all these, to be aware, of the punctuation marks so that you can read better. You saw Lefa, like now after you were aware of the punctuation marks, you read so wonderfully so beautifully, so much better than the first time. Thank you so much, Lefa, for reading for us. So now we are left with two paragraphs, paragraph 9 and paragraph 10. Wow, look at how long paragraph 9 is. Who would like to read it for us? Please raise a hand so you can read paragraph 9 for us. Any hand for paragraph number 9? Any hand? Any hand? Anybody? Anyone? Remember, guys, we are here to learn, and as you read, you are learning by reading, and you are also practicing your reading skills. Okay, I tell you that if you read during the lesson, by the time the lesson is over, you will have become a better reader. I can promise you that, and I think you will testify of that to me that, oh, sir, you really were right. After reading in the lesson, I really have improved in my reading. So can you have a hand? Can you have a hand, guys? Please, guys. I do not want to choose anybody. I really want you to raise your hand so that I give you a chance to speak. Okay, I will read paragraph number 9 and we will see who will read paragraph number 10 for us. Okay, paragraph number 9, I will read it. The first people at the head of the queue, brother and sister Simpium Simango, 21, and Bongekile Ngubane, 23, arrived at Kerry's Fountain at 4 p.m. yesterday. Msimango said he wanted to join the Metro Police because he wanted to fight crime. Ngubane said, there is an increase in crime and no one is doing anything about it. She said they were soaking wet because it had rained during the night and they had not eaten since yesterday. Nonke Sabela, 29, from Amanzimtoti, was in the queue at midnight. She heard about the vacancies from a friend. I am unemployed and was attracted by the job because of medical benefits and provident fund benefits, she said. She said she was told to fill in a form today and Metro Police will call her for a physical test if she was successful. Okay, who will read the last paragraph for us? Okay, so Lefa is going to read. So Lefa read the first paragraph for us, and Lefa is also going to read the last paragraph for us. Yes, Lefa, thank you so much again for raising your hand. Over to you.
Vumani Sibia, 23, from Adams Missions, who tried to entertain those around him with jokes, said he wanted to be a cop so that he could make sure people obeyed the rules of the road. I have a job and am looking for something better, he said. Sibia joined the queue at 2 a.m. and came prepared with his blanket.
Thank you so much, Lefa. Thank you so much. This article was originally published on page 1 of Daily News on September 9, 2009. So, okay, we are done reading. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you for raising your hand to read. Okay, thank you so much. So now we are going to answer some questions, right, based on the article. So that this is step 3, which is post reading. Remember, that is the reading process, right? So in step 3, we answer the questions about the newspaper article, and we are practicing to do this because this is something that which you would be expected to do in your tests or in your exams. Okay, so by doing this, you're making sure that when you made it in the test or exam, it won't be the first time you made it, so you will be better prepared to do well. Okay, all right. So we only have 15 minutes. So because there is not much time to really answer these questions, therefore I would ask questions and I would ask you to really raise your hand you know, I would ask you to raise your hand so that we can be able to answer all these questions before the end of the lesson. Right. So the first question is, why did the journalist write this article? Why do you think the why do you think the journalist wrote this article? Why do you think this journalist wrote this article? Okay, any hand, please, any hand to answer this question? All right, okay. So number one, the journalist wrote this article. Why? The journalist wrote this article to inform people of the learnership jobs that were offered, right? Yes. Another reason we can say that the journalist wrote this article to let people know what happened when people were applying for learnership jobs in Durban, right? So that is what we really got from this article, right? So we can say that that is the reason why the journalist wrote this article. Question number two, who is the target audience? Okay, there's the hand there. Yes, Lefa?
Say the target audience is job seekers.
Job seekers, ne?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. So Lefa says the target audience is job seekers. Yes, yeah, that is true, because so that they can know that there are some job opportunities, right? Thank you, Lefa. That's a very good answer. Correct. Number three, you realize that question three really is a multiple choice question. Okay. So yeah, the purpose of the article is to. So which one is the correct answer there? A, B, C, or D? Guys, where is the rest of you? Lefa is the only one who is raising a hand. Everybody, where are you? Everybody, where are you? Okay, yes, Lefa, welcome back again. Which option do you think is the answer here?
To inform people of the learnership jobs that were offered. C.
Aha, yes, thank you so much, Lefa. C is the correct answer. The purpose of the article is to inform people of the learnership jobs that were offered. Thank you, Lefa. Thank you so much. You are a star, Lefa. You're a star. A round of applause for you. Thank you so much for being part of this lesson. This is so heartwarming. This is so amazing. So number four, question four, what do you conclude from the statement below? So here is the statement. I have a job and I'm looking for something better, he said. So, okay, from this statement, what do you have to say about it? Remember to raise your hand and I will give you a chance to speak because you do not have much time left. So we cannot use the chat to text our answers. The best thing to do will be to raise our hands and speak so that we can finish before the time for the lesson ends. Okay, so number four, the statement says, I have a job and I'm looking for something better, right? So what do you conclude from this statement? What can you say about this statement? Okay, as for me, what I can say about this statement is that this statement, it was said by someone who most likely has a job, but it is a low paying job, okay? So although he will not quit his low paying job, he will keep on working there while he looks out for other better job opportunities, right? So yeah, that is really what I can conclude from this. Okay, is there something you can conclude from it? Do you have something different from what I said? All And okay, let us move on. Let us move on to number 5. It says indicate whether the following statement is true or false, and then quote a line from the newspaper article to support your answer. Right? Okay. First, let us. Oh, Lefa raised the hand for the millionth time. Yes, Lefa.
False.
It is false. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
let us go back to the newspaper article so that you can read for us something which will really support your answer, right?
Yes.
Okay, let us go back to the article. So I think Sevilla, they say something about Sevilla in paragraph number 10. Yeah. So can you look for something there which really says something about what you just said? So in paragraph number 10, I see there is I see paragraph number 10 is the paragraph which tells us about Sevilla. So can you read for us so we can see where it says that Sevilla has a job or where it says that Sevilla does not have a job? So yes, Lefa, read for us paragraph 10. Lefa, are you still there? Lefa, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please read paragraph number 10 for us.
Woman Sibia 23 from Adam's Missions, who tried to entertain those around him with jokes, said he wanted to be a cop so that he could make sure people obeyed the rules of the road. I have a job and am looking for something better, he said. Sbia joined the queue at 2 a.m. and came prepared with his blankets.
Yes. So yeah, if this was in your test, remember what the question said? Okay, let us go to the question quickly. The question said Sevilla does not have a job, right? And we said the answer is false, right?
False.
It is
Yes,
false
sir.
because Sevilla has a job, okay? Then the question is asking us to quote a line from the newspaper article to support our answer. So if this was in your test or in your exam, the you are going to quote is this one from I have a
Yes,
job and I'm looking for something better, he said, right? So this is what you are going to quote for that,
yes, sir.
okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. And okay, we still have a few more questions. Um, Question number 6. How does the writer of the newspaper article draw attention to the readers? How? Okay, before you answer this one, I think we can go back here. Yeah, so if you look at this, what to really draw your attention to read this article? So the question is, if you could look at this, what could really draw your attention to want to read this article? Okay, Lifa says the photo. Yes, the photo, the photo. What else? Except the photo, what else will really draw you to want to read this article when you look at it the way it appears right now? Because remember, when this article appeared on the newspaper where it appeared back in 2009, this is how it looked. It looked like this. Okay, so if you had that newspaper yourself and you were going to read this article, what is it about this article which will have really drawn you in to want to read? Okay, so another thing which could draw you here is the headline. Why? Because you look at that headline. This is the headline: 200 jobs, thousands apply. Okay, so this headline, why? Because it is short. Okay, the headline is short, the headline is punchy, and it is written in a bold faced font. Okay, so it is written in a boldface font, so it is really very difficult for you to ignore it or to not see it. Another thing has to do with the what is written: 200 jobs, thousands apply. Because guys, I mean, we do mathematics, right? I mean, how can we make 200 to become 1000? Okay, so when it's like this, we like, okay, the relationship of the number 200 and the number 1000 will interest me as the reader, because I cannot figure out how these two numbers can go together. You know, how can the number 200 and 1000 go together? I really can't figure it out. Okay, whether you are smart, whether you love maths or you hate maths, it is really just the same. You know, what is the relationship between the number 200 and the number thousands? You know, I mean, like, what is the relationship? You know, if you can say 1000 minus 200, then it will mean that more than 800 of those people will not get a job. You know, and again, we can also express that as a percentage: 200 over 1000. I think it's about 20%. Yeah, I mean, so that means that 20% of all the people who are there will really get jobs, and that really is kind of, that really is sad. You know, I mean, everybody who is there, they've really sacrificed a lot. You know, they've really sacrificed a lot. Some they've been there since yesterday. You know, some they came with blankets. Some even it rained on them. Some came there as early as 2 a.m. And what if those people have kids? You know, who was really babysitting their kids? You know, I mean, imagine it is cold. Okay, no, okay, it was in September. September is spring. It's not that cold, but imagine leaving the comfort of your own bed at 2 a.m. for a job and then not get it. It really must be very disappointing. Okay, so yeah, that is really what can really get to draw our attention. Okay, we only left with a few minutes, so let's go there quickly. Number 7, what is the main idea of paragraph 10? Okay, so paragraph 10, Lefa just read it a few minutes ago. So in paragraph 10, the main idea there is that the queue was so long. The queue was so long that people came as early as 2 a.m. with blankets so that they'll be able to stay in the queue for as long as necessary. Man. So yeah, that is what paragraph 10 really communicates. The number 8, the best meaning for the word provident as it is used is to make arrangements for the future by what? By, okay, so the answer here will be C, by saving money. Okay, so with provident funds, you make arrangements for the future by saving money. So the answer is C. Then the last question: indicate whether the following statement is a fact or opinion. Okay, the fight was caused by the people jumping the queue. Is that a fact or an opinion? Remember, when we read the article, there was somewhere where they said that there was a fight. Yes, it is a fact. Why? Because it did happen. Remember, there it is. Okay. No, no, it's not this one. There was somewhere where they did say, okay, there it is. In paragraph number 8, the last sentence, it says, a fight broke out this morning as some people tried to jump the queue. A fight broke out this morning as some tried to jump the queue. Okay, so it is a fact. Okay, so yes, guys, that is how we do it. That is how we answer the questions of the newspaper article, right? Thank you so much, guys. Unfortunately, this is the end of our lesson. Thank you so much, Lefat, and everybody for being a part of it. Thank you. I hope everybody really enjoyed it, really understood it. Okay, yeah. So you saw how we used the reading process there. You saw how we were able to use the reading process there so that we can be able to so that we can be able to read the newspaper article, not only read it but to understand it, then also be able to answer the questions about it. Okay, so yes, this is something that which will be expected to do in your test, in your exams, and I hope you are ready. I really hope that the lesson of today really has prepared you for that, and that when the time comes for you to write your test, your exams, you will rise up to the occasion. You will read the newspaper article. You will read the newspaper article. You will understand the newspaper article, and you will be able to answer every question that which they throw at you about it. Okay, thank you so much, guys. It is so heartwarming to really have you been part of the lesson and to participate with it. Okay, yes. So remember the lesson is over, but the conversation is not. So remember to follow us on your Facebook and social media, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. Remember to use the hashtag lockdown is school to speak to us. Okay. We really we really we really want to we, we really want to get connected with you guys. We really want to connect with you guys. We want to hear your opinions. Remember we just started with this week, so we wanted to know how I can improve, I can do better to better help you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. So from the rest of us here at STEM Lockdown Digital School, we say goodbye. Take care. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. It will be Friday. Goodbye. Take care. Bye bye.